we need more feminine people in the energy space. And I feel like if you are given women the opportunity for them to come into that space, I know that they can do above and beyond the call of duty. So I think they must just not be scared. They must not listen to the naysayers. They must definitely not listen to people whether they want to do it or they don't want to do it. They must just do it. And if you're doing it for the right reason, then it's going to be easy. I'm not saying that the whole journey is going to be easy, but the fruits that come from it, worth it. I think the one thing that you cannot take away from women is their voices. I mean, you can take away our bodies, you can take away our rights, you can take away our choice, but one thing you can never take away is our voice. So I think it's of paramount importance that the voices of women, and particularly young Black women, are actually being heard on a panel. The whole reason, or the reason why I'm trying to sway that whole thing, to allow Black women, young Black women, to have a voice, is because we are the marginalized part of society. I mean, we have to be the ones that have to be given a voice. And the one thing I always tell my girls, or anyone that is willing to listen to me, is always, always use your voice. The opportunities that I'm seeing in the energy sector for women is a place for them to be themselves, and a place for them to harness their leadership positions, their leadership qualities, as well as their business management skills. Because in life, we need hard skills and soft skills. So the energy sector actually gives us a platform for us to harness both hard and soft skills, which is very important in where the world is going, and just genuinely where the energy sector is also going. So in order for us to sort of like, I'm trying to get the correct word, but in order for us to adapt into the energy sector, we also need to make sure that our hard skills and our soft skills are harnessed. So for me, my favorite quote of all time comes from Oprah Winfrey, but I've sort of like adapted it to say what I wanted to say for myself. So the quote goes, "Never be afraid to fail." Queens never get scared of failing, because failure is another stepping stone to greatness. Because we currently live in a world and a society where failure is taken as, oh my word, what are you doing? Why are you failing? You are less than. Where there is so much joy and experience that comes with failing. I mean, if we didn't know how to do something and you failed at trying to do something, I think it's better for you to try and fail than fail to try. So queens know that if you fail, you know that you are not starting from rock bottom, but from experience, and that is far more better than someone who's going to start from the ground. So don't be afraid to fail. There is so much success in failure. And don't look at other people when you're doing your thing. Just do your own thing. Focus on your own focus and mind the business that pays you. I think one thing I've noticed as I've gone up the ranks as a young Black woman is that there's so much hostility towards other females. So female to female hostility. Whereas I feel like as soon as you hit the proverbial glass ceiling, your job is to not refill the glass ceiling again and make it difficult for those that are coming up after you. Your job as a sister that is sitting in a board, or as a sister that's sitting in the top management of any organization, your job is to make it easier for the girls that are coming after you, because you know from experience the trials and the tribulations, the actual wars that you have to go through in order for you to be where you are today. So I think it is quite backward thinking if you don't want to uplift your fellow Black sister, if you are sitting in the crux of what, you know, like in the academy, if you're sitting in the crux of the academy, then what's the whole point of you sitting there if you're going to look down on the people that you are supposed to be looking up from? A very good friend of mine actually told me this a few days ago, that the only time that I'm looking back is when I'm holding my sister's hand, and the only time when I'm looking in front is, making sure that the way forward is clear for the both of us and those that are training behind us. So that is a very important mindset for us to actually have. And I think if we can just tap into that as women, particularly Black women and women of color, then we will probably be in a better position than we are in today. I think my last remarks for women would be, don't afraid to be yourself. Don't afraid to reach out. Don't be scared of going into sectors that are predominantly male dominated. Literally just be the voice of reason, or be that soft voice. I know mine is not soft, but be the soft voice in a room full of baritones and basses, We need you. Our sisters are looking up to you. Our daughters are looking up to you. And the girls that are coming up, that we will be giving birth to, will be looking at us going, my mom did that, my aunt did that, she did that, so I want to be that. So never forget that anything that you're doing in this here world right now, you are doing it for the future females that are coming in after you. So make sure that you are a good representation and a good ambassador for women and women empowered. We rise together.